Yeah.
I can't remember. Was I supposed to do the dad joke first?
Ask.
Okay, I'll just do it. Okay,
yes.
Here we go. How did the hairdresser win the bike race?
I don't know.
By taking a shortcut.
Hey-o! All right, that was good.
It's one of your better ones.
I went through a lot to come up with that one.
Yeah, it's good. So we have a special guest in studio I'd like to introduce.
Who's that?
So we've had him on before. Don't remember which episode, but he called in. And so now we have him live in person. He goes by many different names.
Cheetah.
Yeah, from Cheetah, which is the name that Josh gave him. Easy is another name that he goes by. Another is what was it? The cheese. He owns the Cheese Dynasty.
Yeah, for sure.
So Eric Ebenboch in here in studio from Pewaukee, Wisconsin.
Pewaukee, Wisconsin.
Is that a real town or is that some kind of joke?
That is a real name.
Pewaukee.
Pewaukee.
It's not Milwaukee. It's Pewaukee.
Correct. Yeah.
So is there a bunch of different walkies? Is there a Q-walkie and a R-walkie and a Z-walkie?
There's a Milwaukee. And there's a Pewaukee. There's a Waukesha.
Okay. Just two walkies.
There's a...
Yeah. They say it sounds like mouth funguses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is what the names are.
We also have a Conomowoc, a Schwabenon, Maguanago.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple good ones.
Yeah. Well, Eric,
I mean, are these native languages? Is that the basis of those?
There's a big Indian population.
Okay.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's Wisconsin, right?
That's the origin of those names. It's coming from
from
native origins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So Eric, welcome to the studio. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I do love that the first time I was on this podcast, you guys spell my name wrong, which I think is hilarious.
Did I really? Did I do that?
Yeah.
Didn't we send it to you ahead of time and let you QC it? Because I always do that. So if you
let me QC the audio, you didn't have a title on it. You're like, listen to this file, and I listened to it.
Is your name still spelled wrong on our podcast?
Yes, why
didn't you fix that?
No, which my wife actually loves. She's like, that's actually perfect.
Anonymity.
Because she said, you weren't that funny, and so it's maybe good that you can't trace it back to you.
Can't Google that name.
Right, exactly. So when people Google you, they won't find you.
Yeah, Ebenboch.
Oh, it's Eden, but it's Eben.
Yeah,
it's the D for the B.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Hey, so we're going to talk a lot about what today? We're going to talk about. We have to do a better job introducing what we're going to talk about. That's some feedback that we got. So we're going to try that right now. So we're going to talk today. So Eric, Easy, the Cheetah, Cheese Dynasty with an EB, not an ED, with all those cool names from Pewaukee, is going to tell us all about what it's like in the cycling scene in Wisconsin, around Pewaukee and Milwaukee. And how far is Pewaukee from Milwaukee?
Oh, like 15 miles.
Oh, wow.
So it's like just, it's a
suburb.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's very close.
Okay. So effectively you're from Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes.
Yep. But we had Bubbles, Ben Chandler on. He's the owner of Ben Bikes. And he mentioned a race, I think it was with Lance Armstrong when he was a youngster.
In Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
Yep.
So there is, I would imagine, quite a bike scene. And that was a road bike race, of course.
Yep.
But so quite a biking scene in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's where you got your start riding. What's the name of that race? You go around in a circle without brakes?
So yeah, I mean, as a younger, thinner man, I did a race on the velodrome.
Yeah.
Did not have a lot of success, but had a lot of fun. So I guess that is, as Borat would say, a great success.
Oh, man. Tell me all about that, because you're the first person we've had on or that I've ever talked to that raced velodrome. Can I take us in a rabbit hole and just tell me about the velodrome? Tell me about the bike.
Yep.
Tell me about Tell me everything about velodromes, man.
Yep. Okay. So there is a place in Kenosha, Wisconsin, just south of Milwaukee, called the Washington Bowl.
Okay.
And it's a public outdoor velodrome, concrete track, fence around it, right? Grass field in the middle. And they used to have races every Tuesday night.
How long is the track?
Oh shit!
Just roughly, is it like 2 miles or?
Oh no! Yeah,
it's like a half a mile, quarter mile.
It's like an eighth mile,
like a 440,
If
like around a track, you know.
So like if you go to a high school track, that's like a quarter mile.
Yeah,
Is it?
Probably even a little bit shorter than that.
Okay.
Is it banked?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so it's super fun to ride. So it's a fixed gear bike, right? No brakes. And of course, when you're, I raced that when I was a junior, right? So they had, gearing ratios that you had, front sprocket, back sprocket. You had it, everyone had to have the same gearing on the bike.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was complete. It's like Formula One style, like completely dictated the gearing that you had. Okay.
Yep. And obviously, if you raced 12, 13, 14, 15.
These are ages you're talking now.
Yep. Ages. Then you had different, gearing setups. And it was just a ton of fun. So, there was always the cat and mouse game of people going around the track. You didn't want to be the first guy to lead off on the sprint. People were going slow.
Like how many people racing at one time?
Well, at that time it wasn't super popular. I raced bikes in the 80s. So it was kind of like this weird sport. I mean, it still is kind of a weird sport, but it was even odder back then that people were racing. And of course, then velodrome is like a smaller subset of the biking scene.
For sure.
So in a lot of the races that I was in, 5 people.
Okay.
But in the 14, 15-year-old, which was more competitive class, there'd be 10, 15 guys.
How many can you fit on a track at one time?
On the track?
I mean, is that getting to the max, like 15 guys, or did they do more than that at one time?
It's kind of getting to the max in terms of just being able to hold the track, jockey for position, and there's a lot of crashes on that, right? No brakes, people coming from high on the bank to low on the bank. Cutting through. If someone's kind of cutting you off, you either have to move or stop, and you can't stop, right? Because there's no brakes. So if someone's coming through, and one guy moves and the next guy moves, so there are always crashes.
Are there rules like fouling? Can you go up and punch someone, knock them down? Is that okay? Or
no, it wasn't hockey.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Is that like roller derby?
If you intentionally, let's use some hockey terms. If you check someone and they fall down, would you get disqualified?
In hockey or in the bike race?
In the velodrome.
Yeah, no,
you
can't. Yes. I guess I don't understand the question.
So were there fouls? Is there
fouls?
NASCAR, if you cause an accident, I think you get penalized.
I have no idea. But if you're out there racing and you go up to someone and
no, you can't. Yeah, there's no
would you
physical.
Would you be disqualified for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you get in any accidents on the velodrome?
I did not. I've skirted many and felt very lucky. But a friend of mine actually got very hurt. Lacerated his liver, ripped up his face, broke a couple ribs.
Oh man!
And so he was kind of like second in line or second in height position, if you would, on the top of the bank. There was a guy on the top of the bank, and the sprint started, and he just dove right down and wiped out Jim. And Jim it was a yard sale. He was a hurting unit.
That sounds terrible.
So how many, I'm sorry, Mike.
No,
I didn't mean to cut you off. How many laps would a race be?
So at my age group, at that time, probably like 5 laps. And they got higher, more laps as you got older.
So it's basically a sprint then. If you're doing, the 5 laps is like a couple miles.
Yeah.
No, the 5 laps is probably 2-3 miles or something like that. Yeah. In total. But half of that is kind of going slow, jockeying for position, getting up on the bank and down, kind of taking a little bit of a flyer, see who follows. And then it really comes down to the last lap when then everyone is just getting
does anyone ever go out right from the gun and just try to get ahead of everybody and keep it?
So when I raced, I was the worst sprinter of the bunch. So I was the guy that would early in the race would try and break it up and try and do stuff, and then usually finish last place. Because I was trying all the stupid stuff that people are like, what an idiot. But I knew I couldn't win in the sprint, so I was trying to make it.
You had to do something.
Disrupt it.
Trying to disrupt it. Maybe I could win if I go early, and then I couldn't. So I lost if I went early, and I also lost if I went late.
Did anyone ever break away and make it?
No.
So it really was. It's the sprint.
Velodrome is a sprinter's race. Unless you do, if you watch the Olympics, they've got the 2x2 race where they start on opposite sides of the track, and it's almost like a time trial. They do that kind of stuff. Then it's not a sprint because it's like a, flat out for however long you can go. But when you get into the kind of actual races where it comes down to a sprint, it is a sprint.
So I never understood why you picked velodrome.
Well, I didn't. I was into road racing, and all the road racers also did velodrome.
Okay.
So they're like, hey, you should do this. And I was like, they're like, it's Tuesday. And I'm like, okay. And someone had an extra bike, and I showed up and I did it.
Oh, so you raced on the road bikes as well.
Yes.
I wonder if you ever raced with Ben Chandler in
I don't know.
Wisconsin.
They're about the same age.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Small world.
It is a small world.
How did you do in the road racing?
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the listeners can't see my sick body,
Right.
but you can.
Yep.
And you can see that I'm not really built for cycling. I'm more built for lounging and couch activity. So, yeah, I mean, I love bikes.
Just for the record, he's about my height and 100 pounds less than me. So suck it,
please.
Eric.
I'm not 100 pounds less than you.
Do you want to bet?
According to the BMI,
How much do you weigh, bro?
More than 220.
Okay, you're not 100 pounds less than me.
Yeah.
Wow, where do you put it? Oh, I know.
In the stomach.
It's the girth grips.
Thank God this isn't a call-in show. My wife would be dialing up right now. Girth grips, you say?
I don't believe you.
All right. So that was the road biking scene. And
That was the velodrome scene.
Yeah,
but
velodrome.
I got more velodrome questions.
Oh, you do?
Can
Yeah.
we keep? Because I haven't exhausted my velodrome questions.
Yeah.
Yet.
Okay, you're going to be really disappointed because I don't really have any more good answers. I think I've kind of exhausted my velodrome.
Okay.
My velodrome. But, I mean, you can keep asking, but it's
Yeah.
I'll just keep
here's a
recycling
question
some of
then. On the velodrome, there is I forget who was on the show. I talked about a YouTube in which the guy was racing on a wooden track, and a piece of wood impaled his leg.
Oh, God,
Was that a velodrome set up with the wood that they'll do that?
Yes, and they still have those. But I mean, the stuff that we raced on was outside. It was
community.
Community. Yep.
Okay. So I think here's my question: after you've had this extensive experience in velodrome, did it ever make you yearn to do roller derby?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because it's kind of like the same
Vibe.
circle and
He'd be a great
banked.
roller derby guy.
And since you're bigger, and you're a little effeminate,
Yeah, no, that's good.
Mike, you're not supposed to hide your laps.
I'm not sure if we can say that.
Why can I not say that?
No, you can. No, it's totally it's totally fine, and I can own it. I've got no problem with that.
He's pretty. He's a pretty man.
Here's why I never kind of went down. Well, number one, there really isn't guys roller derby. I mean, there was the movie Rollerball with James Caan, and people thought it was you're going to get knifed and everything.
Yes.
And I know now women's roller derby is very popular because it's cool and guys like to watch that. But I played hockey, and so all of the stuff that you would want, all the bash 'em smash 'em that you want in roller derby,
it's hockey.
Is hockey.
Okay,
Okay, so we're talking hockey. Then we're gonna just real quick. What the hell's going on with four cross? Have you seen
cross?
this?
No.
Okay, so I think that's what it's called. So it is like an extreme sports downhill course, on ice, where the guys are skating.
I got to Google this. I've never heard of this.
Wait, are you talking about crashed ice?
It could be
It's like Red Bull and it's like a frozen
downhill course with jumps
Yes,
and
yes,
that is what I'm talking about.
Crashed ice
That is crazy.
It's amazing. I mean, Red Bull's been doing that for probably a decade plus. And no, it's so cool. It looks so fun because the guys are in full hockey kits, right? I mean, the breezers, and everyone calls them shorts. I still call them breezers, but the breezers, the pads, the whole thing. It looks like a total riot. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, Crashed Ice, a world tour in the winter extreme sporting event.
Yes.
Downhill involves downhill skating in an urban environment.
Yes.
On a track which includes steep turns, high velocity drops. Racers speed down the course, turns, berms, and jumps.
It's
I'm gonna
gnarly.
have to watch
You got to
that.
watch some of it. It is super cool. Do you still play hockey?
You know what? I played up until the pandemic started, and then they talked about we're going to social distance on the bench. I was like, I don't know how that's going to work, and I wasn't COVID super cautious.
No.
But I was. My parents were, and and my family was kind of like their social network.
The bubble, yeah.
We were the bubble.
So you're just kind of being respectful of your parents, right?
Yeah,
that's
right
good.
on.
Yeah. So I haven't played in 2.5 years, but I could get back into it. I mean, I played for, I don't know, 40, how old am I? 50, 35 years straight or something. So
He's older than you?
No, I'm older than him.
yeah.
No, so he's not at 50.
So I'm sorry.
not yet.
Yes. Mike turns 50 in August. I turn 50 in October. So we're coming up on it, but I mean, close enough.
Yeah, pretty close.
I mean, and I'm not that smart. So I just use 50 because it's an easier number to subtract than 49.
that's good. That's really good.
Well,
that's super awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about velodrome.
Don't do the show at 9:30 at night after you've been serving beers, and then we can do math a little bit faster. I don't know. Do it at 8:00 or in the morning or something. With
Listen,
coffee.
this was as early as you guys could be here because you had a list that you had to get done, right? So
We got it done.
you get the list done.
Mike and I created that list though and did it voluntarily, so it was all good. Whenever I fly in across the country to visit someone, I like to fix the door handle and change the sheets and make sure the vacuuming is done. That's just the kind of guest that I am.
You're the best kind of guest.
I insisted. I
Just
I
be
said,
lucky that this isn't getting published for like
"These
4 weeks. You're
need
going to be sleeping at
changed.
my house.
If I'm going to be a guest here, we are washing these goddamn sheets.
Okay. What were you bitching about the coffee? Like when I talked to you earlier, you were complaining about the coffee.
God.
Like, what's the
Okay.
story with the coffee?
All right. So, Mike will call me a coffee snob. And I will defend against that. And I will say, all I like is a fresh cup of hot coffee.
Okay.
I don't think that's too.
I got some great coffee. I'll bring you some tomorrow when I pick you guys up.
Thank you. I don't think it's too snobbish. So we get to Mike's house and he's got this half pot of French vanilla that's been sitting out for 3 days and whatnot. And Mike's like,
not 3 days.
Mike's like, no,
it was 4 hours old.
This is what I do. I take cold coffee and I just microwave it all day. So French vanilla coffee just really isn't good, even fresh.
No.
And then when you let
drink
it
French vanilla coffee?
Megan's
And
on
then-
this French vanilla thing. That's all she buys is French vanilla. So that's what I'm drinking.
Do you need some help?
No,
Do you want to borrow some coffee?
maybe.
I
give me some in a bag.
So Mike Mucker, one of our previous, I'll
Dr.
just shout out to coffeebeansdirect.com.
Oh.
Because Mike Mucker told me, hey man, you can get a way better deal if you buy 5-pound bags from coffeebeansdirect.com. I am a coffee snob. I drink Japanese Haruko pour over coffee. I make every cup. Every cup is hand poured with a gooseneck,
oh wow.
kettle.
Yeah.
The right temperature with the perfect amount of beans.
You'd love my French vanilla
ground
coffee.
every day. I could not touch that shit. It's like you get better coffee at like the Circle K now.
Now when you say you wouldn't touch that shit, you mean when it was made?
Yeah, fresh.
I'm using air quotes, fresh, or when it's been sitting in the sun spoiling, out for 4 hours and then mic'd for 2 minutes.
Yeah, no. So I make every cup like right then, like every cup fresh. There's no pot. I can't deal with even having a pot of coffee.
Wow.
Every cup is fresh.
That's
ground fresh. Everything fresh.
We either do Chemex at home or AeroPress.
There you go. Got to be careful with the AeroPress a little bit though, because statins can jack up your heart. If you've done any research on that, you might want to look into it.
No, you're using words I don't understand.
So with an AeroPress and also, AeroPress I think is good because you're still going through AeroPress is the same thing I do. You're still going through a filter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the French press that can get you in trouble.
You used to do French press.
Yeah.
I never figured out, and again, I'm not very smart, how to not get soot out of the French press. So I said,
It's that soot that can get you in trouble.
Yeah. And I said, I'm out of this business because I don't like it.
The AeroPress is great. So that's very similar to what I do. All right. Easy's over there looking at his watch like he's got somewhere to fucking be.
No.
You got more items on the list to check off, or what's going on?
I don't know how to say this without being disrespectful. But I know your wife and kids are gone right now.
They're home. Can you not hear them?
Well, I did kind of hear them, which is why I was looking at my watch thinking, where's the little ding-a-ling-a-ling bell for bring Eric another Dragoon IPA.
That's why Mike's got the cooler right
I don't know.
But if you want another IPA, you tell me. I'll turn off your mic and you can walk your ass out to the fridge and get one.
I just don't know how to do it respectfully. Normally what I do is I just kind of take my empty can and you kind of clink, clink, clink,
you haven't met Lacey. You haven't met Lacey yet. That's not how it works.
No, my wife wouldn't do it either. But I still try it and then hope someone hope someone does it.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
But I'll get you another beer because you're my guest in my home.
All right.
I'm
Well,
happy.
let's keep talking. I've got one more sip here.
Once you finish that, let me know. You guys can talk for a minute, and I'll run and get you another beer.
Oh, perfect.
See what goes well. Yeah. All right, so we're talking about Wisconsin.
Yes.
Talked about Velodrome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What's next, man? Tell us more about. You picked a topic. Tell us more about the cycling scene in Wisconsin for folks that don't live in Wisconsin. Educate us.
Yeah. So there's a couple. Now, admittedly, to the podcast folks, I'm a total homer. So I do love Wisconsin, and I think there's a lot of awesome things about Wisconsin. And I think there was a pretty rich cycling community there. Now, you guys mentioned someone you had on a podcast earlier that raced with Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
There was a series in Wisconsin called Super Week back in the 80s. It was like a 10-day stage race, and they had it for pros or semi-pros. And they also then had like junior races. So I raced in it back in the day. And they had, there was like long road races. There were criterium races. That was all like pretty cool. And that series kind of disbanded, and it's been resurrected as the Tour of America's Dairyland, the Toad. And that's pretty cool. And it's been a very successful series, and they race in downtown Milwaukee and downtown Wauwatosa. And obviously have some road races, as well. So that's pretty cool. So there's some awesome road biking that happens. Not to mention the Ride Across Wisconsin, RAW, which is a one-day ride for those who can do it, 235 miles, I think it is, but that's pretty cool. And some people do it in 2 days. So there's some awesome road biking to be had in Wisconsin. We also have some pretty rad mountain biking. The Shawamagan Fat Bike Festival, it's been going on for 20, 30 years. It's on a lot of that ride is on the Birkebeiner Trail.
It's been going on that long.
Yeah. On the Birkebeiner Ski Trail.
Okay. Wait, so is that a cross country ski trail then? I take it.
Yeah. Birkebeiner's cross country.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, very famous race.
So is that what time of the year is the bike race?
The bike race is, this year is in September. It's usually a fall race.
Okay.
Try to capitalize on some of the color changes, right?
Yeah,
in the leaves. So that's a pretty cool thing, which is obviously very north, in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
In the Milwaukee area, some pretty cool trails as well. The John Muir Trail is probably the best, I think. Do you guys remember back? I don't know. It was probably, when were the Olympics going to be in Chicago? The Summer Olympics.
No clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
Did they not go? You said we're going to, but they didn't make it or something?
Yeah, I mean, they
bid for it?
Maybe it was when Obama was president. They were put in a bid to have the Summer Olympics in Chicago, and they didn't get it. But they were going to make the John Muir Trail, the mountain bike trail.
Oh, really?
For the Olympics at that time. So
Where
people
is it?
from Chicago. So it's out in the Kettles.
Oh, okay.
And
Where's the Kettles in relation to Milwaukee?
So there's a north unit and a south unit, where the John Muir Trail is in the south unit. So basically southwest of Milwaukee.
Okay. And how far is Milwaukee from Chicago?
Oh, it's like 80 miles.
Oh, it's not that far at all.
It's like Tucson to Phoenix.
Milwaukee.
Oh, I thought it was a lot. For some reason, I thought Milwaukee was like way farther north. Okay.
To be honest with you, Milwaukee is Chicago's best suburb. So so the company I work for, the headquarters is in Chicago, and there's a number of people I work with who live between 15 and 20 miles from the Chicago office. It takes them 90 minutes to get to work.
Oh God.
It takes me, when I work out of the Chicago office, takes me 90 minutes to 2 hours to get there. So I drive to the train, take the train down to Chicago, walk or take a cab to the office. So my commute is almost the same.
No kidding.
I'm coming from 80 miles away, and they're coming from 15.
Wow.
Oh, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Do you work from the Chicago office often, or is?
No, a couple of days a month.
Okay.
So it's nothing too.
Do you guys have an office in Milwaukee, or are you working from your home?
We have an office in Milwaukee. So we work 2 days out of the home, 3 days out of the office, and then it's either Chicago or Milwaukee. You kind of get to pick, but I spend most of my time in Milwaukee.
Right on.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, they're good about it for sure.
So, Josh, when you were grabbing the beer,
and I'm sorry, we ran out of Dragoon,
Yep.
but I think Odell's is a Phoenix, isn't it?
Could
Adele's
be.
Colorado.
It is Colorado.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, brother. I failed you.
Eric, what's the
I'm
name?
sure there's some other local beers in there too. I just didn't even.
I saw the Flagstaff IPA. Those are good too.
Oh yeah. Should I go grab one of those? You want a Flagstaff IPA? Or are you okay with drinking the Odell's?
No, I can drink an Odell. I'm fine. I'm open.
Okay. So Eric,
Okay, so is that like you're bi-curious, or what do you mean about when you say you're open?
You'll just have to
Find out.
figure that out. I mean, we are going camping next weekend, so there's a lot to learn about each other, I think, on the way.
So Eric, on your list, you mentioned, I can't pronounce it again, but the Shawamagan race.
Yes.
Josh, that's been going on for 20, 30 years.
What, okay, so so you guys already talked about it. You want to
Yeah.
repeat it
So,
for the
but if you
folks,
think about like,
it's a mountain bike race.
yeah, it's a mountain bike race.
How far? How long is the duration?
We covered it when you were getting me a beer, so I don't want to rehash that.
Okay.
We'll just have to dive into some new material.
First guest ever to tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm not going to answer your question. That's what I just heard.
No. So the Shawamagan race.
No, it's fine, man. You guys already talked about it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay,
moving on.
Have you heard about the Lifetime Grand Prix?
No,
Okay, so you know Lifetime Fitness.
I do.
Okay, so they own obviously a bunch of fitness centers and
Yep.
a bunch of sporting events and races and stuff like that.
I did not know they did races. Interesting.
So they last year was the first year they created something called the Lifetime Grand Prix, and it's to win the Grand Prix. There were 6 races, and the winner got $250,000, and they had men's and women's classes.
Whoa.
And it was three.
Is this amateur racing or pro racing?
It was pro racing.
Okay.
But they had 3 gravel races and 3 mountain bike races, and so they were pitting kind of gravel against mountain bike, and they made both people, the people race both disciplines, just kind of, to see who could do it. So it was the Sea Otter Classic. It was the Leadville 100. It was
Okay. These are the major races in the. Okay.
Yes, Unbound, Crusher, and the Trusher. But Shawamagan was one of the races that they had to do in that series, and it's in Wisconsin, and so it's pretty cool.
So Lifetime, they came in as like those. I mean, Sea Otter's been around forever. Leadville's been around forever.
Yep.
Different. So they just came in as a sponsor and said, "Hey, we're going to string all these together, and whoever wins this Grand Prix,
Yes,
gets $250,000. So it just sweetens the pot."
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
So obviously anyone can race those races, but they had, I think there was like a class of like 30 men and 30 women that were racing those 6
For the Grand Prix,
racing the 6 races of the Grand Prix. Yep.
interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, the Shawamagan is one of them.
One of the trails.
So what's the like? What are the trails like there? I mean, what's the ground? What's the
Pacific
course?
Northwest? You've got the loam. Is that what they call it? Out here, we've got
rocks?
Yeah,
Loose over hard.
Yeah, loose over hard. How would you describe the trails?
I mean, so it's a lot of dirt, and it is a lot of single track and usually a lot of tight. So Shawamagan has a lot of kind of open stuff, but the John Muir Trail is a ton of single track, really tight.
So when you say tight, you mean in the trees?
Yep.
And you're working your handlebars to stay.
Yep. Tight, a lot of tight, 90 degree, 180 degree turns, in and around the trees.
Yeah.
And you'll have some kind of rolling hills and then some kind of rolling sweepers, left and rights and stuff. And then you get into real tight stuff where you're cranking down on the brakes.
So does that impact the gear people? Because there's this whole trend for handlebars to go wider. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things I was going to recommend for Mike's bike was that we go wider handlebars. And if you are interested, I actually have a wider pair of handlebars we can put on Mike's bike.
For the on one.
Yeah.
For your race.
Like right now, if you want to go a little wider, because he's kind of got the old, like skinnier handlebars. So it give you a little bit more, whatever. If you're interested, we can do that. I can even do that tomorrow if you want to do it. Does that influence though, the fact that there's so many trees and the trails are tighter? Does it influence the gear that people are running? Do you know? Are they running the 800 and 780 millimeter? You don't know.
I don't know.
I can see by your face.
It's interesting. So, I've always had decent gear, but not the greatest. And then the group that I've always ride with, it's just kind of been a bunch of mashers. So, I don't even know what, I've got an old surly fat bike, which which I ride as my mountain bike. I don't even know what the handlebar width is. It's about my shoulder width, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit wider, and it fits through the trees.
So you've been kind of researching mountain bikes a little bit, I know, because we've been talking about it, and you've been going back and forth about
now
buying.
I've started. Yep.
Now you started. Are you gonna buy one?
I am. Well, I want to ride. So my brother-in-law and I have started kind of talking about doing the ride in the fall. The Schwamagon ride, and I'm like, we should just do it. So his son actually has a Trek, Trek Marlin.
Hardtail.
So it's hardtail 29er.
Yep.
That fits my brother-in-law. So I think he'll just ride that. And I want to upgrade to a mountain bike. So I'm going back and forth between full suspension and hardtail, for what we ride and where I can get to easily. I think a hardtail will be fine, but I certainly would want something probably with less travel. Right.
I think that bike that I have out there, that Epic Evo, would be amazing.
You should give it to me. That'd be good.
It might be a little too big for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, you're tall.
Yeah. It might be a little too big for you.
He jumped on my stump jumper before.
I would think that's probably the right size for him. I think a large frame is probably right for him.
And he rode a sick wheelie down the block. So
really, you got those kind of skills? You got the wheelie skills?
Well, I don't know about that. I guess I can ride one longer than Mike. So he thought it was pretty. He thought it was pretty sick. So
and Mike can ride one longer than me. So you're like Santa Claus.
Well, we've the three of us have never ridden together. Mike and I have kind of ridden
a couple times.
Yeah, Mike started getting into bikes after he left Wisconsin, and so we actually have never lived in the same city and biked at the same at the same time. And so I came out a couple years ago and we rented a couple bikes and had a total riot. It was awesome.
50-year trail.
And then Mike came out by me and I grabbed a buddy's fat bike and we went out and rode some trails and had a good time, some beer and pizza afterwards.
Yep. Which trail did you take me to?
We went to Manuka Park, which is in Waukesha. I got to tell you, the local club that puts that trail on, trail maintenance, all the volunteers that come out do a killer job.
What's the name of the club? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we've had...
I talked to one of the guys, and he's like, you can come out and volunteer. And I was like, I'll just donate here's some money.
What's the name of the trail again?
Manuka. Well, it's just, the park is Manuka Park, and there's a mountain bike trail at the park.
Okay, cool.
And,
I'm going to look it up and see if I can find the industry or the organization that's helping to maintain it. Manuka Park. Okay.
Yep. They do a great job because they've got the wooden structures, like for the banks, and some, I don't know, not jumps, but just
they do things. They've got some berms, and they also have like hazards that they put in the way with rocks. So you can either ride around them or you can ride over them, right? So you can kind of take the A or the B trail along the way. So they do a really good job.
Yeah. So part of the podcast audience, Eric, as you know, is like worldwide, and we've actually got a lot of listeners in Asia for whatever reason. It's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But anyways. I love riding in the desert, and I know you do too. But when you took me on that trail through the trees, it was something like magical, just cruising through trees until I, hit the trees with my handlebars and got my hand a couple of times. That hurt. But other than that, like the roots, jumping roots and that kind of thing, and the tight turns, it's beautiful.
Is it the Metro Mountain Bikers? Does that sound right?
It does sound right.
Yeah, Metro Mountain Bikers. So we'll put a link to this, but it's metromountainbikers.com/Manuka. And Manuka is spelled Minooka. I screwed that up the first time, as you can imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. Metro Mountain Bikers. So shout out to the Metro Mountain Bikers for taking care of the Manuka.
Yep. And sorry for not volunteering, but riding your trails gladly.
Did you actually donate?
I did.
Punk rock.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've had trail... like the Pima County trail system. We had the director.
Yeah, we had the trails program coordinator. Yeah, he was on. He actually just published his Neil Stitzer. We just published his. He maintains 150 miles of trails, and both of the trails that we're going to ride tomorrow, Sweetwater and Robles. Neil Stitzer and his organization maintains. So shout out to
one of the things
guys.
he said was like you mentioned, like donating your time or funds. It all helps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get those trails all maintained. So it's really cool. What else? I know you took some copious notes, Eric. What else you got?
Well, I mean, you did put me on the spot a little bit.
Yeah.
And say, just kind of do the podcast.
Yep.
I thought you guys would lead and I'd just be in for like, I thought I was going to be like the sidekick guy.
No,
I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be the Flava Flav of this. Be like, yeah, yeah, boy. You guys would just be like doing all the work.
Okay, he's the hype man, right? That's his nickname, is hype man. He couldn't be the hype man.
I was going to be the other hype man.
We don't need the hype man for the hype man. No,
Are you sure? Because like
he's not good of a hype.
He's not really hyping it up. Like, yeah, boy. Like I could do more.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. I'm super excited to ride with you tomorrow. It's going to see how that goes. Because Mike even fell when we were so Mike and I took a lesson last week from Tara at Homegrown down
Soldier Trail.
No, prison camp.
Prison camp.
But that was close. And at one point, I don't know, between my hyperventilating episodes, Mike was like, "Yeah, Josh," and I was like, "Oh shit, there's the skate park Mike coming out." Like,
dude, it was so much fun. It was my first like kind of downhill experience.
It was a lot of fun.
And yeah, Tara does such a good job of
she's a good coach.
Yeah, of helping you overcome your fear of going down.
It's funny because like you're scared of things out here, or like you claim to be. I don't think you really are. And then we go ride some real gnarly shit, which really isn't even that gnarly compared to like the stuff they ride. Like
yeah, exactly.
And you're like, okay, I'm not going to be scared of the shit out here anymore.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
Like the stuff we ride tomorrow. Well, there's some chunky stuff that we're going to go down tomorrow at Robles and Sweetwater, but it'll be nothing like what we did at prison.
All right, cool. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
It is amazing when you ride with someone that knows the technical procedure to say, here's how you do it. And you're like, oh, that's not that hard at all.
Correct. So that goes a little bit like to help you. Like on the descends, like she actually put cones out, Eric, so we could follow the correct line, which was extremely helpful.
Yeah.
And built your confidence. But then the best is she's like, okay, here's how you climb. And she would do it like with her eyes closed. And then we would try it.
And not do so well.
A pedal strike or just, wrong gear or whatever.
Are you guys
make it look easy.
So I'm new to the desert, really.
Yeah.
I rode one time with you.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to help me, or are you just going to kind of watch me fail and then be like, look at that jackass?
No, I mean, where we're going, so first of all, it'll get progressively harder. We'll do easy stuff, get you used to it, and then then we have options, right? And we'll see how you're doing, and if you're comfortable. My prediction is you're going to be kicking the shit out of us.
Yes,
that's my prediction.
Agree.
So probably not going to be a problem. I will probably be the limiting factor of our ride tomorrow. I'm
probably not.
Almost guarantee
whatever.
it. But whatever. We'll play it by ear. But we're going to start kind of mellow, and then it'll get progressively harder. And then we'll grab a burrito at like my favorite place in Tucson and get burritos.
Yep.
And then we'll BK's Carne Asada.
Shout out to BK.
And the real BK's like the one down in the south side. That's where we're going.
Oh my God.
And then Robles, we can go all the way up to like Double Black if we want to get crazy.
Oh,
but
really?
You're on a hardtail, so probably wouldn't want to do that.
But Josh is a great where he tows you in the lines. He's a good one to follow.
All right.
Yeah, and he knows the trails like the back of his hand. So
yeah, I'm not a good one to follow.
Yeah, you are. He is.
I'm just a little bit better than Mike on some of these trails right here.
No, that's not true. The only spot that I don't like being towed in by Josh is my nemesis, which I don't think we're gonna see this weekend. Maybe on Sunday. Probably not.
We're gonna do it on Sunday.
Okay, so it's where I went over the bars and flew like 20 feet.
Yeah, we're going to do it on Sunday.
Every time you tell that story, it's longer.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, what did I say last time? 10 feet?
It's like a foot. And now it's like
it's 20.
Like 80, it was 80 feet.
We took
it was 80 feet. I fell down a mountain.
We took Punk Rock Dan on it, and we got to the bottom, and Dan's like, he goes, "Where's the hard part?" He's like,
"Was that it?"
I was like, "That was it, man."
Yeah,
we got Dan over his nemesis last time. Though. Yeah, we got him up that steep ass thing without falling. That was good.
Yeah.
No, I think we should go down that. Like we should go up and just go down that just so we can take. Take easy down that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
I think Chad's going to come with us on Sunday.
Right on.
I don't know who else. We'll see.
It's always cool to do stuff, even if you can't do it. Like you don't want to go too easy.
You'd
rather go too hard and be like, you know what, I can't do it, and walk it.
Right.
Then get done with the trail and be like, that was kind of wasn't enough.
Yeah, except when there's exposure, as we talk about.
Yeah, it's a different. So I've never ridden in your area, bro, but I grew up in Detroit, so I got to imagine that it's kind of similar. Like the trails are kind of similar,
like the ones you had on 8 Mile Road.
No, I grew up north of Detroit, right? So, Jesus Christ, here we go. Okay, so, but it's a similar part of the country,
yes,
but like crazy gnarly trails there are like green trails here.
Okay.
So there's stuff here that can really like put you in the hospital.
No, I'm not talking about going. I'm talking. Yes, maybe I'm a little bit over my skis here. I wasn't talking about like anything so crazy. I'm just saying,
I know what you mean.
Something on the more challenging end than on the less challenging end.
Yeah, like skiing. You know, you push yourself, right? If you don't fall a couple times.
Yeah, then you just you push it.
So
a little
I mean,
more.
like if you're like killing it, we'll just skip Robles and go to Tucson Mountain Park. We'll try the Explorer Trail. And, yeah,
right on.
Well, Mike's bike is it's all ready for me. We got it set up. I brought my seat. My pedals.
Did you set up the suspension too for him?
No, the pump.
There is interestingly on the Fox Shock, if you look at the knob on the front, there is a fat setting. So we turned it to that.
So we haven't adjusted it yet, but we have a thing. Josh's face. But we put the pump in his shoe so we don't forget it, and we're gonna set it either in the morning when we get up, or at the trailhead.
Okay, I'm gonna pick you guys up. I think.
And because
the way this is working out, I think it's just easier if I pick you up.
Okay, we could do that. We may have to make a Costco run to get our 72 cans of food on the way home.
100%.
Yeah. So that's where we may.
I love that idea.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's better just if we meet at the trailhead, because then we'll go different ways.
Don't care.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay.
We don't have to talk about that on the podcast right now.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't. So I figured the listeners would love about our.
They just want to hear about our Costco runs.
What 72 cans are we getting? I mean, is it chicken broth? Is it stewed tomatoes or diced tomatoes?
I don't know.
I'm going to contribute to this.
Chili.
But so these are like donated.
Yeah. Right.
So here's my recommendation. Like, let's not just get the cheapest thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to contribute to the funds here. Let's get something that if you were like getting donated food, you'd think is like meaningful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking beans.
Yeah.
Well, just okay. So you're.
No, I was kidding on the broth.
Okay,
but no,
recognize where you're at.
Yeah, no, totally.
Beans are a big deal.
Okay,
lots of protein, lots of fiber.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see we'll walk the Costco aisles. Maybe get a variety.
Figure out what we can do.
Yeah, just get some flats of canned goods and
black beans, brown beans, garbanzo.
Not garbanzo.
No,
not in Tucson.
Okay. You're probably right. I don't know.
Pinto beans probably would be preferred.
Yep.
And yet I haven't seen one Ford Pinto out here.
No, you have not. God, it's been a long time since I've seen a Ford Pinto. It didn't make it this far west, I don't think.
Well, my growing up, my best friend's dad had a Ford Pinto fastback, so it was the sport model wagon.
Oh wow!
Yeah, did it blow up? Didn't they used to blow up when they got hit in the back? They would explode.
They did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Not with us, but nothing like a 2-door station wagon for Uber functionality. really to make it functional. So
well, it wasn't about the function on that car; it was about style, as you know.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Pinto. Yeah.
So
100%.
Did you ever hear the story of the car that Eric sold me?
No.
What
did he sell you?
So it was actually probably my favorite car I've ever owned. It was a Volkswagen Jetta 1980, 81 vintage.
How would you not know the year? It was in 81.
81. I was very close. And he sold it to me.
Well, okay. Can we back up a little bit?
Sure.
This is going to be another like cat litter story.
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure because last time we told a cat litter story, it took me like an hour to like edit all that shit out of the podcast.
Yeah.
So
It's a good story.
It is a good story.
Okay, so when Mike says I sold him the car,
you gave it to him.
Yes,
correct.
So
this is like your 72 cans. He donated you the 1981.
And when I gave him the car, not a speck of rust on it.
Yeah,
car was in mint condition.
Right. Are you shitting me?
No, it was complete rat trap.
So I take it to get its first oil change.
Yeah,
and they have at the place the rack, lifts the car up and they work on it. And he comes out to me in the lobby and he says, "Sir, we cannot change the oil in your car. We're concerned that if we lift it up on the hoist, the car will literally break in half." It's an absolutely true story.
So So I did.
So that's when you learned how to change your own oil.
Yes, dude, that car had so much rust.
I was in high school and I bought that car for $750, which I thought was like
A lot of money.
Yeah.
how do you get a better car than this?
And how fun was that car though? Stick shift. It was perfect.
No, it was unbelievably fun to drive.
4-banger.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
And so I was painting houses at that time in the summers. So I had a bunch of like taupe colored paint. And so I'm like, all right, I got to make this thing look a little bit better. So the grill, did you rear-end somebody or why was the grill off on the front? It kind of looked like a BMW with at least I thought so.
First of all, what the fuck color is taupe?
Okay,
Taupe would be like
the car was
khaki.
the car in its new state was silver,
Okay.
and then it was rust colored when I gave it to Mike.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So I took a roller and my paintbrushes, like
You
for
didn't
house.
sand it or anything?
No, I just painted it.
You painted the whole car.
I may have put some duct tape over some spots and Bondo, and then I painted it. With house paint and a roller and a brush.
Yep.
And I thought it looked great.
Okay, so then Mike calls me after he paints it with a roller and a brush, and he says,
I painted your car.
No. I mean, yes, he said that, but he goes, in all seriousness, it looks just like a BMW.
Oh, shut the hell up. You did not
It's
say
like
that.
what are those called? Like those old, 325s, whatever they were.
He thought it looked like a 3 Series BMW
Yeah.
once he painted it taupe.
How old were you at this time?
I was 20, 21.
Yeah. Okay. Old enough to know better.
Okay, but speaking of Chicago, old enough to know better.
Wait,
but-
hold on, I'm going to back up for a second. So just to shit on Mike a little bit for fun.
Yeah.
He had a Chevy S10, and he told me that putting Bondo on the truck would be too much work. So he put duct tape over the rust and then spray painted it and said, "Doesn't it look good?"
It was just on the bottom part, and I painted that part black. And
Yes, but it was like it looked good for like 7 until you drove it.
it looked
Until you
good
drove it.
for that weekend.
Yeah.
And then after the first rain or whatever,
Dude, if
snow,
you want a better duct tape story, so I had a 1984 Chevrolet Chevette. I had two of them.
I had a Chevette as well. Remember that, Eric, with the green wheels?
Those are
One day,
terrible
one
cars.
day, the catalytic converter fell off because it rusted.
Yep,
out.
rusted
I was
out.
in Detroit. I didn't know what to do, so I went up to Ace Hardware and I bought a straight pipe and some duct tape.
A straight pipe from Ace Hardware.
Yes. So I went back to my house.
And duct tape.
Wait, let me tell you this. So, like, I didn't realize that your exhaust system gets up to like 500 degrees. So I start that car and I get about a half mile down the road, and there's flames shooting from underneath my car.
The duct tape's on fire.
The duct tape was on, and I used like half a roll to make sure that I held it on real strong.
Flammable.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So great.
That's a good story.
Yeah, the things, and then then I jumped it on the railroad tracks.
Did you? Okay.
And the tie rods broke on the front.
Bottomed it out.
So the tie rods broke and the tires went like this. The front tires kind of went out to the sides. And so we're like, shit, what do we do? I don't know. So we unscrewed the license plate and we just left it and walked away. And I bought another Chevette.
I missed that
The
car.
second one was a 4-door and automatic. The first one was just 2-door and stick.
Oh, so the performance model.
Performance model. I love that car, man. I got my first reckless driving ticket when on my birthday, January 8th, when I turned 18 or 16.
What were you doing?
I was doing donuts in a parking lot of like an IGA, like
Can they do
Safeway.
donuts? Like,
Well, in the snow.
oh, in the snow.
Backwards, right? Front wheel drive. You just do that back.
yeah.
No. That wasn't front wheel drive.
Those were
Those were rear wheel drive.
Chevette was rear wheel
Oh,
drive.
hell yeah, it was.
Like you
Yes,
said,
it
performance.
was, dude.
Corvette, Chevette.
Yep.
Same
It
idea.
was a great car.
Corvette, Chevette.
You know.
The same idea.
Oh man, there was the Fiero too, which was in there as well.
Yes.
You guys remember those?
Oh, yeah.
You probably still have those rolling around in Milwaukee. I would imagine.
No, we don't. But I remember them. My cousin's wife had one, and my cousin wiped it out when they were dating. But I knew a guy in high school that had the sport. I don't remember what the sport model was. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it had the V6 in it, And that car was
a V6 in a Fiero.
It was unbelievable.
That would be
it was,
super fast. That car's so light, right?
Yes,
It's a mid-engine.
it was a total riot. Mid-engine car, super fast. So that car was really fun to drive.
I can imagine it would be interesting.
It still looked as shitty as the regular Fiero, but it was way more fun to drive.
All right, so let's take us back to like Wisconsin cycling.
Yeah,
scene.
this might be the worst episode.
See,
the
here's
worst
the thing, man.
podcast you created.
We think that all the time, and then we're like, that podcast is going to do great, or like, hey, 'twas a night before the bike ride. That's going to be like
awesome.
that's going to be a viral, like that's going to blow up, and like 4 people listens to it.
Thank God we're married because we've got a built-in audience of 3. So it's awesome.
So your wife actually listens to this stuff.
She loves Eric Ebenboch.
Yeah, so Ebenhock. Wait, how do you say your last name?
Ebenhoch.
Ebenhock.
I mean, if you say it the way my dad says it, it's Ebenhoch.
Ebenhoch.
Yeah, well, he's from the,
From the mother country.
it's right. He came across.
So you brought some cheese out for Josh.
Yeah, where is it?
Speaking
Is
of
it here?
Wisconsin.
Is it here? No, you left it at the house.
No, I brought it in a bag. I gave it to you already. You're like, oh, thanks for the cheese.
What did I
Where
do
is
with
it? Is it in the garage?
What did I do with it? I
bet
don't
it's
think
in
you. I don't think you gave it to me, man.
I gave it to you.
I swear to God, you didn't give it to me.
I did.
It's probably still in your car.
No, it's it's either in the garage or in the house.
You didn't give it to me, bro. I swear.
I think I saw you walk in the garage with the bag.
It might actually be on the counter next to where you...
Because I shook your hand and I gave you a hug.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You didn't hand me anything.
And then we looked at the bikes, and then you came in, you gave me a Dragoon, and then you gave me an Odell, and they're both empty. It's probably right by that third can of beer you had ready for me.
Do you want me to go get you the third?
No. We should finish up this podcast.
All right, tell us more about Wisconsin. If you're not from Wisconsin, tell us more. Trek's there.
No, Trek is there. I've got a Trek. I've got other brands, but I've got a lot of heart for Trek, because they're a Wisconsin company, and shout out to them. And
you ride a nice Trek road bike. Can you tell us about one of the first rides out after the snow is all gone and they had the gravel on the road? One of the sweepers.
After the first big rain in the spring, and it washes away a lot of the gravel, and you can just get out on your road bike, and it's like you're not getting hit with all the salt and all the crap.
Because there's a lot after the snow melts, right?
Yes. Yes. So after that first big rain, the roads get real nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. It's like the turn of the season is official.
Yep.
It's so nice. So I ride year round and I ride outside.
Yep.
What is the riding? I was going to ask you, what is you said you ride year round, and so what does that mean? What is the riding season?
Well, I ride more in the summer in the nice weather, of course,
obviously.
But I've got a lot of cold weather gear.
Okay.
So, I will ride,
you ride your road bike.
I will ride my road bike
throughout the winter and everything,
and my fat bike year round.
It's freaking cold there, right?
Down into like 20 and above. When it dips below 20, then I
can't do it
inside.
I don't have enough. I could buy more gear to stay warm, but then it becomes like so cumbersome. You're like, riding in 15 degrees just isn't that. Yeah. Unless it's sunny.
Yeah,
the sun is out, you can ride at 15, but I usually don't.
Yeah. Right on.
But there's like Manuka Park that I mentioned, and there's some other parks near me where the volunteer crew will groom the trails if it's snowy in the winter. So you can actually go out on your fat bike and have a groomed trail, and it's really nice to go out and
that's basically just to pack the snow down and make it kind of a good.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like looks like a remember the old Boonie bike, mini bike?
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost like one of those with like a sled on the back, and they ride the trail.
Oh, cool!
And smash it down.
Right on.
And you can ride it, and that's pretty cool. But when you get out in that first couple of nice days in the spring, and you don't have to wear like your tights and your booties and your jacket and your like all the stuff, it's just like
spring fever.
Oh, it's so nice.
But it wasn't one of those rides, your brand new Trek, you ended up laying it sideways and you scraped up your leg, and then you're on your Teams calls with no pants on.
It's true. I did a call pantsless, a couple calls pantsless. No, so I bought.
I do all my calls pantsless.
I was also underwearless.
I was completely. That's because you had your whole leg, like you couldn't.
I shined up, mid thigh all the way up through the cheek, just straight raspberry. It was really unpleasant. But no, so I bought for 15 years. I bought just used road bike after used road bike. Finally, my wife was like, just buy it yourself, a brand new bike. Just get what you want and enjoy it. And I never crashed any of those other bikes. So I get this, I get this brand new bike. It's like the fourth ride, of course. Yeah. Right down.
What is it that you got?
So I have a Trek Domane SL6 is the model.
Okay. What's the Grupo on it?
It's Ultegra.
Ultegra. Okay.
11 speed. Yep. And I should
electric.
DX, no. My wife told me to get the DI, and I was like, no, that's too much money, and I said, I don't need that, and now that I look back, I'm like, I should have got the DI. That was pretty nice.
She was right.
And she was right. Yep.
They usually are.
Yeah. Yep. But you know what? The group is mechanical and it's awesome. And
Ultegra is amazing. Disc brakes or no?
Disc brakes. Yep.
Disc brakes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Obviously carbon frame.
Carbon frame, aluminum wheels.
What's it weigh? Oh, aluminum wheels. Interesting. Mm-hmm. What's it weigh?
It's like low 20s.
21,
so it's
22?
not, it's, because it has the ISO speed in the front and the back.
I don't know what that means.
So ISO speed is Trek's technology to have kind of like flexibility in the frame.
Okay.
So, where the seat post meets the top tube, there's like a joint so that the seat tube will flex and soften the ride a little bit. And they've got something similar in the head tube.
Really?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool tech.
Okay.
Yeah, so
well, hey, we'll put a link to that in the show notes here.
Yep.
ISO tech, that's what you call it?
ISO speed.
ISO speed, okay.
Yep. So Trek has had this technology for a while and they've been refining it. It's pretty cool. So my bike has that. So it's not super light, right? I mean, if you want to get like ultra
those joints are adding a little bit of weight to the
yes,
frame.
But they also add a lot of comfort.
Right.
And so also my bike can hold it's sold with 32s on it, wide tires, and it will hold 38s.
What do you ride?
I ride 28s. Because well, hold on. Because I just everything you read says 32s are just as fast as 28s.
Yeah.
But I can't wrap my head around how that is, even though all the people say that it is. So
so what's the downside of running 28s versus 30? I'm not a road biker. I mean, like my I think I've got 42s out there on my cyclocross bike, right? Like I don't have anything like that. But what's the downside of running a 28 versus a 32?
The downside of running a 28 is 32. You can go a little bit lower on the tire pressure and have a little bit more comfort.
Are you running tubeless?
In it? No, I should. They're tubeless ready tire rims. I just haven't converted them, and I probably should, but I haven't because I'm lazy. Huh. Well, you know how it is when you get free time. It's like I could either do this work or I could just ride my bike. Yeah. It's like, well, I'll just go ride my bike and do the tubeless later.
I hear you.
So I haven't done it.
It never happens.
Yep. So I've been doing that for like 3 years now. Well, I don't know. It's like I could either spend the time riding or switch to tubeless.
What does it have the Ultegra wheel set on it?
No, they're Bontrager wheels.
Bontrager. Oh yeah, Trek. That makes sense. They're good.
Yep. Yeah. No. I love everything about the bike. It's great. For me, I've never had anything.
Complaints.
I've never had anything
except
better.
for that it's all scratched up because you crashed right after.
Well, I did foobar my pedals a little bit and had a nice raspberry, ruined one of my favorite kits. And that was a big point of sadness for me. Scratched
for the mountain biker, kits is that spandex shit that road bikers wear.
All right, so you gave me a lot of shit about the kit.
I did.
So here's what I did. I did buy a pair of mountain bike shorts.
Nice. I'm
going to rock those until the race.
Yeah.
And then race time, it's going to be kits. I'm going to be kitted up.
Do you want to hear something funny? So I bought we had Bubbles on, and he said he had I can't remember who came out and was doing like wind testing with him.
Yeah, aero.
Yeah, some kind of aero testing with him. But they weren't in a wind tunnel. They were doing it with a pitot tube on the front of his bike. And what they calculated was that there was a 40-watt difference between his road bike and his mountain bike helmet.
Yeah.
So for this race, I went out and bought a road bike helmet.
He wants to be all streamlined.
Yep. A Smith. It was 50% off. I tried it on. And
Is it the link I sent you? Because I bought a mountain bike helmet.
I think it was
Smith 50% off.
Yeah. So I tried it on, and I'm like, no, I am not wearing this thing. It is the goofiest fucking looking thing ever. I don't care if I have to put 40 extra watts down. I am not wearing this road bike helmet.
So
Also, it's orange.
like bright orange.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, I did buy a Smith helmet, 50% off.
I like the Smith stuff.
A mountain bike helmet.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. Tomorrow is going to be my first ride with my new helmet.
Right on. And your first ride on one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
good.
first ride in quote unquote mountain bike shorts.
That'll be interesting. And what if you're going to get hung up? What, you don't ride with a dropper? Do you ride with a dropper back home?
No.
So dropper's new to you. Is your dropper working right now?
We put it together. It works marginally well.
Yeah, it's not like
What does that
like
mean?
on my stump jumper where it just jumps up.
But is it going down and coming up?
I mean, it's
Kind
kind of like you know how when you buy, well, I don't, it's that's even too derogatory to say, so I'm not going to say it.
So if
Oh, you
it's
know what?
all
Fuck it, I'll say it. You know when you buy something at Walmart and never works right to begin with? That's what your dropper post is like. It's like the Walmart dropper post.
yeah, it's kind of like that. It's real slow coming up.
Josh is
if
rolling
it does,
his eyes at us in the corner. I'm sorry. Can I not diss Walmart on this podcast?
No, you can totally diss Walmart. I'm super disappointed in his dropper.
Yeah.
I mean, it was working great forever, and then we've had it in twice. I think that we should like call him out.
Yeah.
We should give him a call and be like, listen, we got this worldwide podcast. We're in, I think 13 countries now, 257 cities of the last count.
Yep.
Like, okay, it's not huge, but we got a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
Make good.
The problem is we are very limited on what droppers will fit that configuration.
I know. It's
Yeah,
27.2, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, 27.2. Well, that's all right.
Are those just numbers you're making up? Or
No, I'm sorry.
do they mean so?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So today, most mountain bike seat tube diameters are 31.6 or 30.6.
Okay.
I believe. I might have that wrong. The 31.6 is correct. The 30, it might be 30.9, but whatever. It's bigger. Old school, like probably your Pugsley, is 27.2.
Okay.
And so it's real thin. And so that gives less, like volume for the companies to work with inside there.
Right.
And it's just not a real common diameter any longer. So there's very few 27.2 droppers. Also, typically a dropper configuration runs down through the seat tube, up through, the tubing up into, and it kind of is internally routed inside the tubes.
Right.
But Mike's frame is an old school frame. It's like 2004 or something, right? Real old school frame. It was new old stock. So it's really, I don't know when we built it, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So it's never been ridden. I mean, it's 2 years old from like how many years has it been on the trail?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have that many miles because you don't put that many miles on it, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's not like Lacey's bike out there. It's got like 7,000 miles on it. It's not like that.
Yeah.
But it's an older frame, and so they didn't do internal routing back then. So you have to have external routing and 27.2, and so there's very limited, like maybe one or two different options for that bike. And I think one was super expensive, and one was relatively affordable.
It wasn't too expensive.
So we went with the affordable option, and it worked great for a while.
Yep.
And then it bombed. We sent it back in. You sent it back in.
Yeah.
It worked great for a minute.
Yep.
And then it bombed again.
Yeah.
And then they sent it back to you and said, best I can tell, middle finger, this is fine. We did nothing to fix this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is not cool.
No. So
we got to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I don't know if we want to put the regular seat post on it or just try to.
I think.
Use
I mean,
it
is it still? Will it stay up? It's not getting stuck anywhere.
No, it like if you help it up.
Yeah, I would say it's better to have it than
just
not.
in case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll ride it tomorrow and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tomorrow's a good test.
worst
Let's
case
bring.
scenario-
Do you have the 27.2 right?
What?
Do you have the-
Yeah.
Let's
The other
bring
one?
it. Let's
Yeah.
bring it in the car.
Okay.
And then if for some reason on the first ride doesn't work, we can
Okay, switch it out.
switch it out.
Yeah.
No, let's just leave it, and I won't depress it
Well,
because switching the seat with those two little knobs you're supposed
How
to
long
get?
did it take you tonight, Eric,
Oh,
when I was doing
God.
chores?
I was using very blue language.
Blue.
It's the second time.
Third
dude.
time.
Did you listen to our podcast when people were talking about blue, or is this just in now and you and I are out of it?
Yeah.
No,
everybody says blue except us.
No, talking blue is like a.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a. Yeah,
We just found this out like 2
yeah,
weeks
I
ago.
know.
Yeah, you didn't.
No
you didn't-
idea
you
about
didn't
this.
coin that phrase. Where have you guys been? I mean, you guys are old people. You should know that.
Exactly.
thing.
That's even more the case. Yeah.
No, it's because we're hip
Yeah.
and we're young minded.
Correct.
We don't know the
use
old
the old
phrase.
like you do.
Yeah, we use terms like punk rock.
Right.
But
yeah.
so I was trying to get
We use
right,
terms
like
punk rock. We
Yes.
say things like funky and gosh darn. So we are hip.
But no, I was trying to get my chores done, and I kept.
Oh, Mike,
And I kept waiting
Mike,
for Eric. I'm like, where is he?
you're the only guy I know that's got a chores list. I'm just for the record.
You don't have a chores list?
No, fuck no. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'm
Eric,
a guy,
do you-
and I also have a chores list at Mike's house.
Do you have a chores list at your own house
No,
that you didn't write yourself?
Yes, you do.
No.
Okay, but
I
anyways,
don't- I
Honestly,
don't
just
have
for
a-
the record, you're the only guy I know that's got a chores list.
my neighbor says the same thing actually, and I
said-
gave his and his wife overheard me talking about my chores list.
Oh, no.
So now he's
It's
all mad at
contagious.
me. Yeah, exactly. So he's so mad at me because now he gets a chores list because she thought that was the best thing.
Why
since
don't you?
sliced
Why
bread.
don't you notch it up a little bit?
Okay.
And just talk to his wife and be like, "Here's all the great things I do at home. I do the laundry and I grocery shop and I meal plan. And I make all the beds. I do the cleaning.
Yeah.
So just there's no pressure for my wife whatsoever. Does your husband do that for you? And just keep every time you see her, just be like, you know what? I would invite you guys over for beers, but I need to clean the toilets just to make sure everything is cool at home. And just every time you see her, just one more thing. You know?
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun.
No, please don't do that.
No,
Like, bros before hoes. Come on.
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
Do I gotta cut that? Do I gotta cut that out of the podcast?
I don't know. At some point, a good joke is just a good joke.
Yeah.
Just to see that fury.
I don't know.
I
man.
would do it.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I think
I'm not going to
I
do
think
it.
that we should like rebel and like peacefully protest against the chores list. I'm going to peacefully protest. I'm going to stand outside your house with a sign that says "No more chores for Mike." No more chores for Mike.
Yeah. And then on the other side of Josh's sign, it says, "I hate sex." So it's fine. You can do no more chores and I hate sex. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm going to stay away from that sign. Just hide in the corner.
Yeah. So you guys are participating in that chore play stuff.
Exactly.
That chore play. Chore play is your thing.
I'm going to tell
You
my
guys
wife, I don't
still-
know those people.
Yeah, that's your love language.
Those evil people. I don't know them.
Oh, we got to talk, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to talk offline.
Exactly.
This is.
Is there anything I can do to help you out?
Yep. No. No more chores for Mike. I'm standing by it. I'm going to get that tattooed. No more chores for Mike.
I'll get that tattooed.
Where?
Where do you want it? By the way, easy, just for the record. Do you have any tattoos?
I do. Yeah, they're from college and bad.
Okay, so like I have an open thing out there, and I guess I could like open this up to our listeners as well. Mm-hmm. Anyone that wants to get a tattoo of my face on their body, I will pay for it, no matter how big or how expensive it is.
That's quite an offer. Yeah, that should be for our listeners as well. It's just us, our circle here.
Please contact us if
So
you'd
what is
like
your?
to have
It's your face,
my face
and
your body.
Okay,
Anywhere you want it,
anywhere,
as big as you want it, as expensive as you want it,
and you'll pay for
I will
it.
pay for it. I think that's a good place to end the podcast.
I think.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think
a
that's a good idea.
Yep. And in the show notes, we'll show Eric's new tattoo. I think
Exactly. Exactly.
But I don't know if we really covered Wisconsin mountain biking.
We didn't. I don't know if we covered anything interesting.
I think it was all interesting. The velodrome stuff was interesting. That's really unusual.
If you have a
Is it just-
chance to ride a velodrome, whether or not you have like a track bike or not, it's pretty cool to be high up on the bank and dive down. It's pretty cool just to ride one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
bet it's fun.
So if there's one near you, just get out there and have some fun.
Try it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to our listeners if we digressed a bunch today. I've never actually met Eric. I am such good friends with Mike. I kind of felt like I knew him.
Yep.
And I like Eric a lot.
Yeah.
Hey brother, you got any final words you want to leave our listeners with related to Wisconsin cycling scene?
You know what? I would just say Wisconsin is a dope cycling scene. There are a ton of passionate people in Wisconsin that ride through the year, regardless of the weather. And that's an accomplishment in itself.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it is hardcore, as you would say, Josh. It's punk rock.
Punk rock.
It's punk rock. But when it's 33 degrees and sleeting out, and you see someone jamming down the road on their bike with fenders, hammering away,
you're like that guy's hardcore.
Yeah, that guy's hardcore.
That guy's
and
punk rock.
It's super cool, and there's a ton of events that happen in and around Wisconsin that are awesome. So I got a lot of love for the people back home and the riding that they do. But you know what? Anyone turning a crank is cool. Doesn't matter where you are.
Right. Yep. Hey, you want to meet us for the Iceman Cometh in Michigan sometime?
Oh my God, I would love to do that. Remember when
Mike's over there shaking his head,
Oh,
going, no.
Remember when Floyd Landis did that in like a zip up hoodie and just like crushed it?
I didn't see that one.
So great. I mean, he's just fat Floyd Landis. I mean, listen, Floyd is awesome.
He's amazing.
He totally effed up,
Yep.
lied about the Mennonite bullshit or whatever. It was a terrible lie. And then he's like, you know what? Fuck it. And he started a CBD company, and he started showing up. He started showing up at races and just hammering away. And he put on some weight, and he's like, "Yeah, whatever, life is good," and super happy. Anyway, Iceman Cometh, Fat Lloyd, zip up hoodie, cranked away, awesome.
Let's do it.
I would love to do it.
We're in. Cheers, boys.